Hello there, book friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Megan, and today I'm coming at you with another book haul, but this one is a library book haul because I am broke and I cannot afford to spend money on books currently, which is why I am very grateful that libraries exist. They are my saving grace, honestly. Also, because of that, I'm going to be going on a book buying ban probably for at least another month. Even though there are a few books that have come out that I want, I can wait. Also because my TBR pile is still like a mile high, so I don't need to go out and buy a bunch of books that I'm not going to be able to read for a few months. But besides all of that, I'm going to show you the books that I picked up, and pretty much all of them are contemporaries. I have been in a contemporary mood lately. I haven't been in a huge mood to like pick up fantasy, even though I have a whole bunch of fantasy books that I want to get to. I've just been in this like contemporary kick lately, so I'll show you a bunch of the books that I picked up, and some of them were recommended to me by other booktubers. But the first one we have, The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yuan. I'm sure you've heard of this book because it's been around BookTube. She wrote Everything Everything, which I enjoyed. And this book apparently is the insta-lovey, which I've heard so many people say, so I am kind of wary of that fact, so I'm not too hyped for this book, because insta-love is not my favorite thing, because I don't believe in love at first sight. Call me cynical, but I don't believe in that. I believe in attraction at first sight, but I feel like love is something that grows over time, and you don't just love someone first moment you see them. That's not how it works, at least for me. Sorry for going off track there a little bit. This book is about Natasha, who is a 17-18 female who's living in New York City, and she is from Jamaica, and her family, they are illegal immigrants, and so they are being deported back to Jamaica, and she doesn't want to go because she lived in New York her whole life, and it's her home, so she doesn't want to go. And then we have Daniel, who is a Korean American, and his parents are immigrants, but legal immigrants. And he is more of like the dreamer type, and Natasha is more of the cynical realism type. And together they meet, and they only have one day together, and apparently they fall in love. So that's all I know about this. I'm hoping that it's good, but I'm kind of wary of it. But I know that it's only gonna take me a few hours to read because it's a contemporary novel, and I have started it already, so I do know a little bit about the characters, and it's alright so far. I definitely like the writing style. It's rather, it's poetic, and it's quite beautiful at times. And it's not just from Natasha and Daniel's POV. We see some other characters' POV who they stumble upon, and that fact is interesting. I'm like 100 pages into it already because it's an easy read. But I'll let you know more about it when I finish it. The next book we have is Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. I saw this on Heather from Bookable's channel, and she said that this was very family oriented, and I'm all about books about family. I love reading books to do with families and what keeps them together, and those kind of things just make me so happy. And it's about adoption. Yeah, we have, I can't remember the character's name. We have 3 characters who are half siblings, and they find out that they are related, and it's about like their journey, and apparently it was really good. So I'm pretty excited to get to this book because family related stories are some of my favorite contemporary books to read. I like romance stories every once in a while, but family dramas are just are more my speed. So I'm excited to get to this one. Next book we have is Mechanica by Betsy Cornwall, and this is another sort of Cinderella retelling, and her nickname is Mechanica. Apparently she's a mechanic, and that is all I really know about this book, but I love reading fairy tale retellings, and it sounds kind of similar to Cinder, but the person who recommended this said that it was very different and very unique, so I'm excited to get to it and see what I think about it. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. And it's also short, which is good because I haven't been in the mood to read super long books. This book that I have out from the library is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli, and I'm sure you've seen this around. It is the same author who wrote Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which I have not read. Please don't hate me for not having read that book. I might get around to one day, I might not. We'll see, but I was just sitting there at the library and I thought, oh, I've seen it around. I'll take it out and check it out because I'm in the mood for this kind of book, so let's read it. I read the first like 10 pages before I picked it up just to see if the writing style was kind of my thing, and it's pretty good so far. So I'll see how I like it. This book we have a queer main character and her twin sister who is overweight, who's trying to figure out her place in life. That's what I got from the gist of the description, and it just sounds really interesting. Again, I am all for family stories, and I always thought twins would be fun to have, so I'm interested in reading this. The next one we have is Truth Commission by Susan Juby, and I don't even know that much about it. I saw it recommended on someone else's channel, and then I just put a hold on it at the library, and it came, and what is it actually even about? I don't even really know what this is about. I tried reading the synopsis, but it doesn't really give me that much. But someone recommended it and said that was really good, so I'm going to give it a shot and see if I like it. But if I don't like it, that's okay, because it's a library book, so I can just return it and I don't feel guilty. This is why I love the library. The last book that I picked up is The Reader, Book 1 of Sea of Ink and Gold by Tracy Chi. And this is the only fantasy book that I took out, and it's the first in the series, so I'm going to try and get to this one last because it's a fantasy novel, so I know it's going to take me longer, but nobody else has a hold on it, so I should be able to renew it so that I can have it for another 3 weeks. Yay! And this one I don't know too much about either. It says The Reader, and I was like, Book 1 of Sea of Ink and Gold. Okay, that sounds interesting. The cover looks gorgeous. I like the design of it. It seems kind of like a typical fantasy novel, but with a book in it that's important, and I don't know, the title is what got me, guys. The title is really what got me to pick up this book and take it home with me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, but we'll see. If I do like it, then I might check out the second book. Who knows when I will get around to reading it because of all these other books that I have to read. But that's the last book that I picked up in the library. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get through all these books. I'll start them, and if I don't like them, then I can just DNF them. That is the glory of libraries. You can return books without feeling bad if you haven't finished them. Last thing I want to talk about is what I am planning on reading next. Even though I just showed you a bunch of books that I'm planning on reading, I also am doing a little read-along for All the Light We Cannot See, and it starts March 1st, which is tomorrow, which came on me so fast. But I know that a bunch of people were interested in reading this, and it's been on my TBR for months. It's just been sitting there begging me to read it. And I do want to get through some of my physical TBR books that I own for the month of March and not just read books from the library. And this book I'm going to be reading over a 2-week period, and I'm going to be doing about 50 pages a day because it's a historical novel around World War II. And I kind of like to take these books a little bit slower and study them, think about the messages that they're giving me, because I'm also a huge history nerd and I find these things kind of fascinating, and sometimes I like to look up the information to see how correct it is and learn more about it. So I'm going to be taking this one over a 2 weeks period. If you want to join me reading this, I will put the Goodreads page down below, and you can follow me on Goodreads. I haven't been super active on Goodreads, but I'm getting a lot better now. Everything that I have for this quick little video. I hope you enjoyed me talking about books and shenanigans. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel down below if you want more bookish content from me. And that is all now, lovelies. Thank you for watching. Bye!